I'm not scared. I don't think there's space for that. And if I am, can't hear it. It's too quiet. The quietest place in the storm is right in the middle. Flying cars, cows, garden fences, and in the middle of it, nothing. A bit like an arrow. Like most things, it's quiet. I really like the quiet. Did I mention that? I was like, nah, do you know what the problem is? That they get it all wrong in films and stuff like that. They make it this harrowing moment of, you know, torment and screaming and howling. It isn't like that at all. Obviously, I can't speak for anyone. I can only speak for my own personal experience of it. But it's not. It's a very quiet moment. It's very calm, and it's not a special day that's marked by a calendar event necessarily, and it's not a particular time of the year maybe, or an anniversary, and it doesn't happen with fireworks. It happens as simply as making breakfast in the morning or walking to the shop. It's no more special than that.
Most Things Are Quiet is a promenade piece of theatre that takes place through the streets of Liverpool. It involves silent disco technology, so it's an audience of 4 at a time, and you're given a set of headphones and you're asked to follow somebody around the streets of Liverpool and listen to his internal dialogue as he's going through.
You basically follow one young man's thought process from where you discover him to where he ends up, and it's sort of a meander through the mind, I suppose, as it were.
They start in the cafe and they're given a set of headphones and they sit down and they're not aware what they're going to be doing.
To stir tea properly, you put the spoon at the 6 o'clock position and softly fold the liquid. Fold?
And then during the dialogue it says, "Can you see me?"
Can you see me?
And you notice that it's Stuart and he describes himself, and then you're aware that you're listening to his internal thoughts.
To start where to open, and this is what I do now. I'm a writer. I do other things, but writer. So I try and make beautiful things out of things that aren't beautiful. Life things. I should go soon. They make you buy stuff.
You're then asked to leave the cafe and follow him through the streets.
Are you cold? Can't feel it. Cold-blooded, I think, like a snake, or we used to joke, cold hands, warm heart. If you are cold, I'm going to say sorry. I'd care more, but I don't. No room. I've got 12 tins in my cupboard at the moment. 8 soups, 4 beans, plain, 1 tomato, mixed vegetable ×2, carry out.
Audio is particularly immersive in these types of experiences, especially with the use of headphones, because the audience are automatically cut off from the external world, inside their own heads, as it were, and as a sound designer, I'm able to hopefully place them into any kind of environment, any kind of memory, especially with this piece, because it's all about being inside the head of this character, and it allows the audience to actually experience his thoughts as they happen in real time.
1 number equals 1 step, dodge the cracks and jump the grids. It's the bits in between, the size and the cracks, the empty crossword boxes, curry sauce in the gutter and last night's sick dog shit on my shoe, but I don't mind. It don't make me gip. And I could fall in that pavement crack and wash myself in gravy and grime and piss and whatever and wear a Johnny as a hat. That'd be alright. I could cope with that.
We approached Stuart Crowther to look at how we can turn his story into a piece of theatre alongside other stories. So we've spoken to a bereaved father, we've spoken to young people about their mental health issues, and we pieced together a sort of series of fragments and a series of experiences on what appears to be his kind of last day and his sort of pilgrimage through the streets as he's going home.
I might have been 7 or I might have been 9, I don't remember. I might be making that up. When the first bad thought came, I'm not sure, so I won't lie, but it was just there and it stayed. And it had other little bad thought babies, and pretty soon they were all related, like like a family, and they made a little house, and the older ones got jobs and the little ones went to school, and they made a community, and there was planning permission for a municipal park and rows about parking, and some of them did drugs and failed their exams, and the bad thoughts are like friends, I suppose. Not friends that you have fun with, but they're there, so fun. You alright? You alright? You alright? Don't ask me, don't ask me. You alright? The art of conversation is alive and well. You alright? You okay? Ask me again. Well, fuck me, way to change it up. Ask me again, but don't ask, because the catchy bit, the choice before the is just the worst. See you then. Not bye. How do people do that? How do they look like they don't want to die? Like they can't see all the broken pieces. I want your grief to take over your life. I want you to be blindsided in Tesco at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday as the full enormity of everything smacks you around the face. I want you to walk up and down the room and find a barrier in your way at every turn, the walls closing in, can't stop moving but can't sit down, can't sit with this. I want you to feel short of breath and so terrified that you hyperventilate, and pins and needles travel up and down your arms and legs until there's ringing in your ears and your vision looks like a badly tuned telly. I want you to wake up in a cold sweat 5 minutes later with people staring down at you and your clothes piss wet through and plastered to your skin. I want you to know what that is, and I want... Shut the fuck up. Will you please just stop talking and give me some peace? A pint. Or whatever. Maybe peanuts we could nibble. Should probably take the headphones off though, because people in it. A bit rude.
You end up at a pub where you're asked to take the headphones off, and then the audience is split. So 2 go into the pub, they go upstairs and they have different experiences. 1 is then taken into a car and 1 goes into a house. So we have this kind of exchange of experiences and one-to-one experiences that happen.
Yeah, go on. I need to get some channels, don't I?
People don't know any different. They believe the myths around suicide, and that perpetuates the stigma. We need to get rid of those myths. When it first happened with Vicky, in that instant Vicky died, I became high risk of suicide myself. There's now a 1 in 10 chance that I'll make an attempt on my life. I didn't know that at the time. The language that we use about committed suicide, because there's connotations of it being a crime, committed suicide. And it's a harsh term as well, it's hard, whereas they took their own life, it's gentler and nicer. And
it's been a real pleasure playing. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey! Don't stop me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't stop me, have a good time. Smile for me, you know, I'm fun. Whoa!
Why did you think that was a good idea? Why can't you stop at all?
There is nothing more fun than everyone doing the exact same dance at the same time, over and over and over again. That's what it is. Come on, everyone knows it, yeah?
I think, like, as a rule, people prefer stories to facts, you know, because like stories are stories are like soothing, aren't they? Like bedtime, send you off to sleep. Facts, they're the bastards that'll keep you awake. Should probably get on with the mission because time's getting on. But shit, what's the best time to leave a party? Because I never know. I don't know whether, you know, like you get the night bus with your headphones, keep some dignity, or cling on till the bitter end and like get an Uber, chips in your eye and smelling like feet. I don't know. Never quite struck that balance. Anyway, do you want some hand soap, by the way?
I'm okay.
Are you sure? You good with yourself? I'm telling you, bring it back for life next time. Because, anyway, yeah. You're welcome. Stinks of piss in it.
Mate, sorry, I've just got a...
Any particular song that you liked from Prince?
Ads, is that your phone, mate? Sorry
Is that
about
not yours?
this, pal. No, it's yours.
Shit, man.
We
Right,
didn't
sorry,
expect
mate.
this phone
Yeah,
call,
right,
we just
pull
got
up.
it.
I've been expecting. Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's Ads. Sorry, I'm in the car. I might be a bit fuzzy, but we can talk now. Because listen, I'm a bit worried and I don't know what to do. I mean, I might have it completely wrong, and he might just be going through a rough patch, and he'll bounce back. Because I mean, that's normal, right? But I need to be sure. So, can you tell me what it looks like?
I know, it's a bit hard, really. I don't know, it's hard to explain it.
Well, he's not himself. He won't even come out the ass.
You feel down every single day. You don't want to get help. Like, you're afraid of getting help.
Yeah.
Like, if you have depression, you don't want to see the world as it is. You just want to curl up in a ball and never come out.
Let's speak about it. Let's get it out there.
I don't know, because I feel like they're just, like, putting them, like, on the spot or something if they ever did that, like, saying it, like, I think it's a bit too personal. Yeah, I think we'd have to be at, like, a pretty bad point with that. Like,
Wait. A bad point?
Like, not just upset, but, like, real bad.
No, surely that's too late. I mean, shouldn't I just say something, you know, now?
A list of quiet things. Breathing, unless you run, and why would you? Gerbils, light rain, spit, basically. Snow. People who do what I'll do should be sad. Should be screaming and stamping and barking at the moon, but I'm soft. And I'm still and I'm quiet. I even smile a bit. After the one-to-one experiences, the tone shifts slightly from to less musing and more to this feeling that there's a definite trajectory to what's going to happen next. Do you have the time? If you've got the money. No, like the actual time though, really. Slow, innit? Hours and days and months and years and years and years stretch ahead like they moved the yellow brick road back to Kansas, and there's just so much time. We get the feeling now that this is a countdown to an action that will happen at the end. So, you know, we play a lot more with tempo. So sometimes the movement of the piece is faster, but the actual audio is much more spaced out. A confession. I want to die. That's wrong. It's not want to die. It's don't want to be. It feels like the time when I might shake your hand or hug you, but I don't think that's right. I don't think that's what this is. This is more my shitness at things. And it isn't pretty, and it isn't beautiful. It's just shit. It's shit. It's queuing at the bank forever, or banging your bones on a banister over and over and over. What it's not is, it's not poetry. I'm not scared. I don't think there's space for that. And if I am, can't hear it. It's too quiet. Quietest place in the storm is right in the middle. Flying cars, cows, garden fences, and in the middle of it, nothing. A bit like an arrow. Like most things, it's quiet. I really like the quiet. Did I mention that? If we imagine it over a period of months or even a year or whatever, we can't know as an audience what's going to happen behind the door, but we know there's the potential for that to happen. So yeah, that's a conscious thing. I think it felt like it had to finish there.